Hi, everybody. My name is Heather Nichols, and I'm here with Blossom, Brett, and Georgia. And we are actually part of a lot of different facets of putting together the Choice of Possibilities class with Dain Heer in Houston coming up January 7th. And we were just chatting about how incredibly excited we are about this class. It's going to be live in Houston. It's going to be live streamed around the world. There are pods happening for this class, and it just feels like such an incredible, juicy time in access consciousness to be playing with more. And wanted to invite you to come and play with us. So Brett and I had a chat about it last night. I'm curious what you are excited about in regards to this class. Like, what has you chomping at the bit for it to start?
Well, it's great because like every single Choice of Possibilities class there is, like it all has a different energy. And from the beginning, like this one, just tapping into it has had such like a bright and like shiny, like, whoa, energy for me. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I haven't perceived anything like that before. And that's what I'd like my world and the world to be like. So I'm excited for this class because it's going to create something that is going to create the world that I'd actually like to see. And I mean, that's what I'm excited about.
That's awesome. I love that. What about you, Georgia?
Well, I think I'm having one of those cases of fear of missing out because I haven't been to an access class as recently as I normally would. And so there are all these things coming up like schematics, and now there's like a 10, and I'd like to know what these things are and start using these tools, like get them in my toolbox so I can start creating with them.
I love that. It's funny because I was in Australia for the Being You class and the Choice of Possibilities. And so I just took a Choice of Possibilities class, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, more! I can't wait for more. Because even now that a couple of weeks has gone by, it's like, oh, there's even more information, and there's more we can play with around this. And there's the telecalls where there's a lot that's been created, and there was facilitators, and it's just like things are moving so fast right now with access and the change that's available to us. And it's so exciting. I don't want to miss anything, really.
Yeah, and I think we all get a bit, us on this Zoom, we all get a bit kind of jaded because we do so many classes, and that's kind of our norm. We know that each of these classes is different. We get different things out. All the classes are created from the questions that we actually ask and what we're actually looking to have and to add to our lives. So it's like, for us, it's like, yeah, of course I'm going to be there, and of course this is how it works. Of course this is like what's going to be created. Why doesn't everyone else know this?
I'm really excited too. This class is the day after Global Bars Day, which is one of my Christmas favorite days in the world. If you haven't been to one of those before, there's thousands of people around the world who are running bars, and always I leave that day always feeling just so grateful and so inspired and so wanting to be more in the world. And this is actually the day after that. Gary has a Choice of Possibilities in Europe, and then Dain has this one in Houston, and which they don't do very often at the same time either. So they're going to be calling each other at lunch and after class being like, what did you find, or what showed up? So it's sort of like we're getting this like double dose of possibilities right after this really inspiring day. To me, that feels like the ultimate start to a new year.
So cool. Well, one of the things I love about Global Bars Day too is just this, like, the global energy of it, of like, what can we create with a whole planet full of people running bars and playing with the bars and getting together and talking about this stuff and asking questions and watching the amazing stream that gets created for that class. And it feels like with a double COP, one of which the Houston one is being live streamed, like a 4-day-long party all over the world. So cool. Anything else, you guys? Anything else you want to share or invite people to around this class?
There's just so much. I don't think I could even like say any of it because we're all like, come on, please, this is gonna be awesome. Come play.
And if you've never streamed a class from around the world and Vienna isn't just next door for you or Houston isn't next door, streaming a class can be a really incredible experience. And I've streamed a whole lot. So if you're, seeing this video and you have any questions, feel free to send me like a Facebook message and just ask me about it. But I like getting all like bundled up and having my own snacks at home and just making it just a sweet experience. It's very different than being in a class. And in some ways it's really cool to have the energy of an Access class in your own daily life, because we go to classes a lot, but then there's never a like, oh, I've got to go home and what is this new energy now being here? I like being in classes and streaming both, because it's just such a different experience either way.
Yeah, there's no going back to you sitting in your room in pajamas, because you're already there in your pajamas.
Right?
I do have people say that all the time when they stream. They're like, oh, and then this is what it's like to be the space in my kitchen. And this is what it's like to be that space in my living room. And then my husband comes into the house and now I'm still being that space and asking questions and changing things. Yeah, it does eliminate that, like going back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Because it is your life.
I'll be there, and I'll be there both part of the live stream, asking your questions for you, voicing your questions for you. So we're really
Yeah.
do that with you.
Yeah, and there's also the possibility to host a pod if you're a BARS facilitator or a certified facilitator. The deadline for that is December 17th. And so as of the making of this video, you have a week still to do that. And we'll be playing with the pods as well, which is just another fun way to play. So I wonder what like global stage we can set for the most phenomenal year so far in 2017 with this class, and what we're going to create and discover and open up.
And if you have no idea what we're talking about, and this video has just floated across your screen, Choice of Possibilities is one of the more advanced classes in Access Consciousness. So after you take BARS and then Foundation, which you may have heard of those, you can join this 3-day adventure. So it's taught by Gary and Dain around the world, or sometimes by both of them the very same weekend. And yeah, it's an adventure in choice.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody, and hopefully we'll see you online or in person somewhere soon.